Here. These are the clothes His Majesty has picked for you. They should fit just fine. They're made of the finest silk. Stand here, please. Oh, nothing. It's just a few missing things. Let's work on your hair next. I'd like to adorn your head with jewels if you don't mind. I think they'll really complement your facial features. How about this one? Yes, I think it will go lovely with your outfit. Me? What about me? My story? Why would you care about me? I'm just a servant. I never thought about it that way. I guess you were kind of a servant too. Well, look at you, moving up in the world. Me? Nah. I've worked here my whole life. Well, almost. To tell you the truth, I'm the opposite of you. I was born in Cordelia, but came here to Wisteria looking for work. I'm glad I did. I don't think I'd ever go back to Cordelia even if you paid me. Why? Because of the Queen, of course. She's a royal bitch. All right. Jeez, calm down. I didn't realize you were so close to her. I'm sorry. It's all right. I understand. You're on edge. I'd be upset too if some random Cordelian spy kidnapped me. I mean, not kidnap. You're our guest. I should stop. No, I need to stop talking. I'm okay. I'm okay. Please don't tell the king I said anything. For your sake as much as mine. I shouldn't have said anything against him. God, what is happening to me? Well, are you gonna go down and have dinner with the king or not? He's in the dining room. Just follow the stairs and take the second door on your right. Go on.
Ah, there you are. Oh, my dear, you look frightened. What's happened? Oh, shh. Sadie, is she okay? I wouldn't worry about it, my darling. I'm sure she's under control now. Come on. Let's eat and get rid of those nasty worries, huh? Wonderful. Sit across from me so I may look into your eyes. You are truly a beauty. A beauty, but your table manners could use some work. I'm only joking. Don't look so offended, dear. Are you alright? You look a bit pale, and you haven't eaten much. You're just pushing your food around the plate with your fork. Not feeling well? Do you think it's perhaps nerves? I know that I feel nervous when I'm around you, my dear. You make my stomach fill with butterflies, and I have the urge to hold you tightly and tell you it'll all be okay. You're not nervous. Oh. You're scared, aren't you? No, don't panic. I could tell. Come on. Why don't we go for a walk? I have something I'd like to show you. You've been tense ever since you were brought here. I want to help ease any worries that you might have. Let me start by saying that you are in no danger here. In fact, you're probably safer behind these palace walls than you ever were walking around the peaceful streets of Cordelia. As terrible of a leader as they have, their kingdom is quite lovely. Oh, yes, I've been there before. You see, my mother, the reigning queen at the time, thought the war her parents had with the king of Cordelia's father was silly. She saw no reason not to befriend the kingdom, open trade routes, give Cordelians the kind of education us Wisterians were receiving. The king was open to it at the time. He and my mother actually became quite good friends. We visited a lot. I was but a boy then. I always remember being blown away by how breathtaking the kingdom was, especially the castle gardens. Whenever I went with my mother to her meetings with the king, I would always go out and play in the garden. The princes and princesses of the castle didn't like me much, so I mostly played alone. Until I stumbled upon a secret area of the garden. 2 children were sitting in a willow tree near the pond. They were very kind to me. The 3 of us began to play together whenever I'd visited. But I'll admit, as we got older, they became distant. My mother had died. I was about to be crowned King of Wisteria, the youngest king. I wanted to make the kingdom better, the vision my mother had. One day I went to visit Cordelia's king. He said he no longer wished to trade with Wisteria. He told me he didn't want to work with someone so young and immature, that I would make bad decisions for the kingdom, that I would fail as a king, that Wisteria would crumble under my rule. I was enraged. I knew that only 2 people could calm me down. But as I went out into the garden, my 2 friends had turned against me. They stood by their king, my best friends, Estrella and Diego.
castle. I see it. Let's go.
What? No, you can't just rush in without a plan. You're a guardsman, aren't you? How do you not know this?
Shut up. We need to find a way to get past them.
Fine. If we sneak through the bushes on the side, we can enter through the servants' gate on the east side. As long as we're sneaky, no one should think anything of it.
Why be sneaky? You worked here. Can't you just tell them to let us in?
No, I can't. Because I didn't complete my mission, I'll be a target and King Albert will want me dead. But you... Callan, your guard's uniform looks almost the same as theirs. If we rip off the Cordelian patches, you should blend right in.
What? No.
Why not?
Because I earned these patches. I trained hard to be a guard member. The patches remind me that I'm helping my family and my kingdom.
Wow, what a touching story. Now, are you going to tear the patches off, or am I going to rescue Sunshine on my own?
I don't.
I never should have brought you along. Fine. You stay here and act as a lookout. I'll go in and save them.
Why is she even bothering to go that way? There's a window right there. Let me get closer. There's people in there. Oh my god. It's Shrimpy.
Why the look of surprise? Could it... I, King Albert, was once friends with the Queen? Oh, I am sorry, I don't mean to tease. Yes, I have very fond memories of Estrella and Diego. It's one of the reasons why I want her to surrender, so we can work together. Why did I go to war? Well, the king was right. I was a terrible and immature ruler. The kingdom had become a terrible place to live and I was losing subjects. I was mocked when I went into the village. No one took me seriously as king. I was only 18 years old, barely out of childhood. I wouldn't have taken myself seriously. That's when my uncle stepped in. He told me that in order to command respect, I needed to show I was serious about the progression of our kingdom. I knew that we needed that trade route. We needed Cordelia. So I turned to using force. It started with sending serious letters and threats to Cordelia. Then it turned a team of scouts attacking them. By the time I was 22, I went to war. I attacked and attacked. Still the king refused. But the princes and princesses, I must have gotten to them. They rushed to the fight. The battle was long and bloody. We were losing. Hundreds of Wistarian soldiers, men and women, dead. I was terrified. I got so upset with myself, My uncle pulled me away from the battle. It was over the next morning. I had no clue what had happened. The bodies from the battlefield were removed. The a queen's siblings. I don't know. I didn't want to know, but my uncle, he said that the eldest had been taken care of, his sister after that, but the youngest two remained unfound. I remember walking down into the dungeons one day. I saw a blonde-haired little girl looking up at me. She looked so cold. I was told that she was from Cordelia. I had put her in this cell. I had made her look so sickly. I quickly released her from her cell. She was sick, and I got my best healers on the case, and she recovered. Over the next year, she stayed with me. She brought light into the palace, always wore a smile. She was like a little sister. I had a family again. But one night, her illness returned. She got sick, bedridden for weeks. She wasn't getting better. I remember what she said to me last. Her voice was so soft and quiet I could hardly hear her. Do you want to know what she said to me? She said, "I am Princess Marie Emmeline Treadway, youngest daughter of the King of Cordelia, the king who missed an opportunity to make peace with such a wonderful kingdom." She stopped talking and took my hand. She was dead the next morning. She would have been 17 this year. Her birthday just passed. She rests under the town memorial with all of the soldiers who died during the war. I hadn't even known a member of the royal family in my own home. As for the youngest son, well, I haven't a clue what happened to him. Part of me hopes he's living his best life far from here, though I know it's more likely he too rests near the battlefield. So, you see, my dear, I do not hate Cordelia. I never have. But I must do what's best for my own kingdom, and quickly. I need to open up routes for my growing kingdom, make profit and expand our teachings to others, but I haven't much time. You see, my dear one, I am dying. It's why I must make haste to finish this battle. It ends with Estrella surrendering. My darling, if I were to let you go, would you talk to her? Would you tell her that I only wish the best for both of our kingdoms? Tell her that Tell her that I'm sorry.
Shrimpy, come on. We need to go. Hurry.
I'm afraid they won't be going anywhere with you. Guard!
My. We have an intruder, do we?
He rudely interrupted my walk with my dearest guest. I think he needs a lesson on manners.
As if.
Oh no! Too slow!
Get off me! Shrimpy, fight against him. Run!
Stop struggling, or I'll have William lock you up too, my dear. William. Stop it, you little bitch! Stop trying to get away. William! Lock up our guard friend in the dungeon. Teach him a lesson.
Yes, sir.
No. Shrimpy. You let them go, you sick fuck. Leave them alone. Shrimpy, run. Get away. Please. I love you.
Oh, don't cry, my darling. William won't hurt him too badly, I promise. He should still be able to... Well, at least he'll be alive, won't he? Oh, shh. Come on. Let's get you to your room. Ah! Oh, you little... Stop them! Don't let them get away!
Gotcha.
Ah, Sadie. Perfect timing. Please, take my darling to the tower, so they may think about what they've done. I'm sorry, darling. I'll still come visit you, though. You don't need to worry about that. Goodbye, my dear.